Forget what you heard. Yeah, boy!
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Forget What You Heard. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Luke.
And today we're going to the deep, dirty dozen South, baby. NFC South Divisional preview. Oh man, this is a doozy of a division, brother. What are you looking forward to in this division?
Yeah, man, there's a lot to look forward to in this division. Some teams regressing, other teams getting better. There's just a lot of things weighing on this division. I mean, there's an elite team in this division, looking to repeat as Super Bowl winners. But what are the outlooks for these other teams? Are they improving? Are they going to be able to compete with Tampa? Let's find out, man. Let's run it down. Let's get right into it, and let's break it off.
I'll break them off real bad. Let's start out with the Dirty Birds, man. The Atlanta Falcons. All right, for the quarterback position, we have Matt Ryan, A.J. McCarron, running back, Mike Davis, Cordero Patterson. What's the guy that you like?
Javian Hawkins?
Yeah. For some reason, he's not on my depth chart. Moving on. For now, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage. Tight end,
Olamide Zaccheaus.
Kyle Pitts, Hayden Hurst. Offensive line, Jake Matthews. You got Chris Lindstrom. On the defensive side of the balls, they got, big old Grady Jarrett, Dante Fowler Jr., Deion Jones at linebacker, corner, A.J. Terrell. They got a little bit going on, man. They got some little Southern cooking down yonder. Not really, but, wishful thinking, right? What's some promising things about this team?
Yeah, I think we kind of already know, what the Falcons are offensively. I think they're a really good offensive team every year. They just need to find a way to run the ball a little better. Find their replacement in Todd Gurley, who kind of underperformed. Mike Davis is stepping into that role. I do like me gusto.
Hold on. Before we go on, I say Kyle, you say Pitts. Kyle.
Ritz.
Kyle.
Pitts.
Kyle.
Fitz.
Yeah, I just want to introduce him in a spectacular way because he's a spectacular player. Go on. Sorry for interrupting.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to have a whole segment on Kyle Pitts.
Oh, boy.
But let's cover some of these other pieces out here, man. Defensively, a lot of potential. I think they have the potential to be a really good defense with the amount of talent they have. It's just weird
Really?
how... What?
Really?
What?
You think they have a chance to be a really good defense?
Yeah, if they can reach their potential and play up to where they should with the potential.
Who are some of the guys that I should know about, like an up-and-comer? Because I'll be honest with you, a lot of these guys are going over my head.
Well, I know we all know Grady Jarrett, one of the best guys there.
Right, I know him.
Deion Jones.
Yeah, LSU.
Foye Olokun. Yeah.
I don't know him.
Good player. They brought in Fabian Moreau. No slouch. He's good at what he does. Formerly of the football team. A.J. Terrell, first-round pick, got a lot of upside. And then Richie Grant, second-round pick this year. I think he could be really good. I think he'll start right away. And then some sneaky guys, Deron Harmon, formerly of the New England Patriots. He's a vet. He's been there. I don't know. I kind of like what's going on here. I like the pieces they have defensively. It's just every year it seems like they can't put it together. I'm not sure what it is, but they do have some talented pieces.
Yeah, I'll mention this. I think, the Falcons have kind of the Cowboy syndrome.
How so?
They seem to always have one of the top offenses, and, on paper it looks like their defense is formidable, but when the season comes, they're a major disappointment, minus that one year that Atlanta went to the – well, that was still very disappointing. If 28-3 rings a bell to any of you Dirty Birds out there,
Hey.
Sorry. Too soon? Oh, man, it's been a few years.
Yeah, that's just a rough spot, man.
Yeah, but it's just weird. They kind of have similar, they kind of seem like a good team to bet on. And then the season comes and, they soil the bed. You know what I mean? They don't ever live up to expectations. It's really hard to put your full confidence and faith into these two organizations. It's either a coach, GMs make bad moves, injuries, or just, too hefty of expectations for these teams. But would you say, like...
Yeah, they're very similar in the sense of their offense is extremely potent. And if they just had, like, respectable defenses, middle of the pack, like, they would be really good. But,
yeah.
And just like the Cowboys did last year with CeeDee Lamb, Atlanta took the same route, couldn't pass up a extremely talented offensive player, even though they don't necessarily need him. And Kyle Pitts.
Pitts, yeah! Sorry, I get real hyped up when we talk about Kyle.
Yeah, he only enhances an already potent offense. I just think, they need to find a way to run the ball a little better. Brought in Mike Davis. You saw what he did last year in Carolina. And he's a good player. He's going to soak up a lot of that work. I think he's going to work out well. And, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out.
Well, looking at it looks like it's like Mike Davis's job. I mean, I don't have that rookie on my depth chart.
Yeah, he's on mine. I think he's going to be like a third down, Tariq Cohen type of player for them.
The running back depth chart that I have is Mike Davis, Cordero Patterson, Quadri Olison.
Yeah, big dude.
Yeah, I don't have that guy, so I'm glad that you you know your stuff and you could bring that guy up because he's probably got the best chance to be the backup, right?
Yeah, he's a little guy. I think he's only like 5'9", 180.
Oh, this is big boy Mike Davis's backfield, brother.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's not going to take his job.
Right.
I think he's going to have a role in this offense as a, like, Tariq Cohen-light type of role. I know they have Cordero Patterson, but I like Hawkins. He's very fast. He's got juice. And I like the pick for them, too, because they kind of like that in the backfield.
And I have a question. We all know Matt Ryan. We all know what he can do, who he is. He's 36, man. Are we going to get Matty Icy Hot, or are we going to get Matty Ice this year?
Which one's the better one? Matty Ice?
Yeah, Icy Hot because he's old and you have to rub it because you're sore all the time.
I see. Yeah, I like Matty Ice this year again. Their O-line solid. Jalen Mayfield's good. Matt Hennessy's going to step in and replace Alex Mack.
Hennessy is possible.
Chris Lindstrom strong. Jake Matthews. Yeah, I mean, if he has a clear, empty pocket and he has time to sit back and throw, yeah, I like his chances a lot. I know Julio's probably on his way out, which I think is, I mean, that's never good, but I still think it's fine for Matt Ryan. Like, Calvin Ridley has emerged as a number one in the NFL. Hayden Hurst is still there, Kyle Pitts, Russell Gage. I mean, that's still really solid weapons for him. And Matt Ryan's not scared to throw the ball around. He's accurate. He's fine. He just needs a little bit of time in that pocket, and he'll be fine.
I've got an interesting one for you.
Okay.
Do you think the Falcons didn't draft a quarterback because they have Matt Ryan and their backup is A.J. McCarron?
Are you trying to say A.J. McCarron's worth something?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Has A.J. McCarron ever gotten an opportunity?
No, but he's been on, Bengals, Bills, Texans.
But as a starter for a long amount of time.
I think there's a reason that he hasn't started, though.
He's just a perennial backup?
Yeah, he's like a Chase Daniel. He probably play a few years as a backup, getting a few games a year.
Man, what I would give to have that job.
Yeah, right. That's the best. Chase Daniels is like the ultimate.
Unless you're in like a big playoff game and then Matt Ryan gets hurt.
Yeah. No, I don't think they drafted a quarterback because Matt Ryan's still on a big contract with 2 years left, and you can't cut him because of the dead cap hit to their team. If they release him, they're going to have to pay him either way. So, I mean, they're going to have to hold on to him or trade him or let someone sit behind him. But
They have Felipe Franks.
Yeah, I saw they brought him in, but yeah, no.
He stinks.
Yeah, he's no franchise type of guy. But Matt Ryan's going to be the guy for 2 more years, so you don't draft that high a lot. Why not go get the best player in the draft in Kyle Pitts? When Matt Ryan's time to go, let him go, bring in a different guy. But my weird thing is, too, is if you draft Kyle Pitts, why are you going to get rid of Julio?
No.
You still have Matt Ryan. Why not try to run it back? Julio gives you a really good chance. So why not just for 2 more years, run it out, let it happen? It's kind of questionable, but I get it in the long run. You might as well get something out of Julio if you're going to move on. But it hurts to see. He's still a great player at this point in his career. 32 years old, coming off a hamstring injury, which I don't think is that big of a deal. I love Julio. I've loved him as a Falcon, and it's just going to be weird to see him leave.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, but I'm looking at it on a different angle. You said, why would you give up Julio if you have Pitts?
No, I'm just thinking, if you draft Pitts instead of, a quarterback to rebuild. Pitts helps you win right now, even if he's young or not. So, with Matt Ryan for 2 more years, you add Kyle Pitts to this offense with Julio and Calvin. It gives you targets that you can't really stop. You're pretty much unstoppable.
But what you said was that Julio, you don't know why they're getting rid of Julio because they have Kyle Pitts and they have a really ample opportunity to make a run because the offense would be disgusting.
Right.
Okay. My angle is that they think Kyle Pitts is so dang good that Julio is disposable. That's my thoughts. And it saves them money. They can get some capital. You know what I mean? It's a win-win. Julio goes to greener pastures. For me, we shouldn't even have mentioned Julio Jones on this roster because there's no way in hectares that he's going to be on the Falcons by the start of training camp. Seahawks are already knee-deep in a deal.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be here either.
I don't think
I'm just trying to fill out
he's as good as gone.
The reasoning. I know Julio's getting paid a lot, but I do understand it from a financial standpoint. Just to have those type of weapons to try to make a run would just give you better chances.
I think it's the analytics department. Wide receivers tend to decline at 32.
They tend to decline at 27, 28.
But, the freaks.
Julio Jones is a freak.
That's what I'm saying. They decline at 30. Andre Johnson, Terrell Owens.
I don't think he's declining.
No, I'm saying
the same thing with Randy
Moss. That's what the numbers say is what I'm saying.
This is what I have to say about that. Randy Moss was an Oakland Raider at 32. Won it out. Everyone thought he was dust. He gets traded to New England for a 4th-round pick. The next year he has one of the greatest receiving seasons of all time. But the best players play. Julio Jones, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice. They'll play for a long time, and they're going to be good for a long time.
Well, that proves my point. Cause
Antonio Brown's 32. He's still playing at a high level.
We don't know that.
Those guys are something else. These aren't just regular players. These are elite, Larry Fitzgerald type of players, man.
Yeah, but Randy Moss's nickname was the Freak.
Julio Jones is up there with the freaks.
Yeah, but he's had injury issues. I'm just saying that, the analytics department. I agree with you, man. Some people defy logic and time, like Tom Brady, Peyton Mayonnaise. There's been many. So I'm going to shout out the analytics department, and you can stick the calculator where the sun don't shine. Got me? Yeah, I'll give you my address if you want to meet up.
See, to me it makes sense from a rebuilding team, but to keep Matt Ryan, you're not really rebuilding. You still got Matt Ryan and
yeah, Matty Icy Hot.
Some older guys on the team. But it makes sense. Yeah, he's Julio's replacement. I'm sure he's going to play receiver as well as tight end. And he's going to be a freak. He's going to be a monster, man.
You have any more you want to touch on with the Falcons?
Yeah, where does Deion Jones rank amongst linebackers? Is he one of those elite ones, or is he...
I think he's on the cusp. I think he teeters.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he's a top 10. Sometimes, he's got injury issues. But I think he's overlooked, really. He should be, he's top 12, maybe, top 15.
Yeah. Maybe.
Playmaking linebackers. I just think he's overlooked because the Falcons' defense always stinks.
Yeah.
But he's the most consistent guy on that defense, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Year in and year out, man. And he's a freak. He's like 99 speed on Madden, bro.
Yeah. No, I like Deion Jones. That's why I wanted to see what you thought about him.
Yeah, I feel the same way about him, man. He's close to my heart.
Yeah, because he's LSU.
I don't have any ties to LSU, dude.
Yeah, you do. You
Shout
like
out to
him.
Bayou Bengals. Hey, Orgeron!
Yeah.
Did I scare you again?
No, not that time.
Okay.
Ed Orgeron's voice is a little more calming.
Yeah, it's kind of therapeutic.
Not at all.
I can't understand a darn word that comes out of that man's mouth. Except for "Go Tigers." But do you have any more?
No, I guess we'll move on to the record.
What you got?
I've been going 9-8.
9-8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
I think they could go 6. I think like their floor is 6-11, but their ceiling is like 10-7.
Yeah.
So I have them closer to their ceiling because I think this defense improved at least a little bit, and then the addition of Kyle Pitts and Mike Davis was their biggest free agent move. I think they improved this offseason rather than got worse. So.
But the pending loss of Julio doesn't scare you off then?
No, it does. That's why it keeps me from giving them like 10-7. But if they have Julio Jones, I think this team could run it up there with Tampa, man. Honestly, without Julio, he'll be gone. I have them winning 9 games.
I have them going 7-10 just because of there's factors that are unseen out there with the Falcons, and I don't know, there's something that just kept me away from giving them like an 8-win season, 9-win season. I don't know, I had a weird feeling in my heart that something's not right in the A. All right, I can't explain it. I can't really give you details, but that's where my heart led me.
Fair enough, man. I respect it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could see 7-10 just as easy as 9-8, just as easy as 6-11.
Yeah, they got a broad spectrum. Like we said, they're hard to nail down, man.
Yeah,
you don't know what you're gonna get, man.
You don't know, man. It's a toss-up.
Sure thing.
What's your bold?
We've got a few.
All right, let's nail it.
My first one. Kyle Pitts will be a Hall of Famer after his rookie year.
Jeez. Get a gold jacket after one.
Like, they'll basically have his name penciled in after his first year because they'll see how freaky he is and just amazing. Because, if he's playing tight end and he's putting up, crazy numbers, it's not going to be that hard for him to get in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's unlike any tight end we've ever seen.
And him and Matt Ryan will be, a match.
He's going to love Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, he's going to smell his pits.
Yeah, he's going to be licking them around.
Licking them around a little bit.
Yeah, he won't be scared.
He's going to know his every move, man.
Matt Ryan's got 2 first names, man. He's not scared.
Yeah, I heard he moved his locker next to Kyle Pitts.
I wouldn't be shocked, man.
Yeah.
He said, Julio Jones, who?
Yeah, he doesn't talk to Julio anymore.
No, yeah, they're not friends anymore.
They're brothers.
What do you think Julio Jones feels about it? Because I'm sure they've told him, like, hey, we're going to let you, try to find a team, get you out. Like, we just drafted your replacement.
I don't know. I don't think he's salty. I think he requested the trade.
You think it's mutual?
Yeah, I think he wants a Super Bowl, man. He's got all these numbers, but the only thing he don't got is that ring, the Lombardi Trophy. It's just that's what he wants. And
what team gives him the best chance to win a Super Bowl?
The Bucks. The Seahawks would be crazy. 49ers.
I could see him on the Seahawks.
Yeah, apparently it's like getting real serious. Have you seen those reports?
Yeah, another team, the Titans too. They offered something crazy, apparently.
They're gonna
like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but they want a first, huh?
Yeah, they're gonna get a first.
That's crazy. A first for
because teams are gonna hear Seattle and they're gonna be like, oh, and then it's going to be like the Rams will give them something or something.
That's why I know that the Falcons are releasing all this.
Yeah.
So they're like,
can
oh,
raise
man,
it.
and people are coming after them, but really it's probably, they're at the beginning stages of some kind of trade.
And you remember the reports for the Rams were interested?
No.
Yeah, they were interested, and then the Seahawks were interested, and then it said the Rams are out of it because Atlanta's not taking anything short of a first-rounder, and the Rams don't have a first-rounder, so that's why they're out of it.
Makes sense. The Cardinals, I've heard DeAndre's recruiting them. But I don't understand.
Every team, I'm sure.
I don't understand why recruiting would be a thing if the GMs are trading. It has nothing to do with recruiting.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, is AJ Brown posting videos, DMing Julio, like, come here, bro?
Same with DeAndre. Like, he posted a picture with Julio, and it was like, someone asked me if I would change my number.
Like that, yeah, that's true. But there's probably stuff behind the scenes that we don't even know. Like, maybe the GM told him, like, we'll let you pick, but we're gonna get back what we
gotta
need.
get back something.
Yeah, like JJ Watt and all these things. Like,
I think him in Seattle would be disturbed.
DK, Lockett, and Julio.
And that's really good for DK. Learning from Julio, that'd be a scary sight. I once compared the two.
Yeah, you did. But I want Julio to go to the Titans for AJ Brown.
I don't think the Super Bowl is that. I mean, that increases his Super Bowl. The Titans are the Titans, dude.
Titans are close. We've been close the last 2 years.
I don't think they have the defense for it.
They've gotten better. I don't think they're far off, to be honest.
But like San Francisco,
they don't. I mean, Jimmy Graham or Jimmy Grops.
But they're always good, dude, because they're well coached and have a good defense.
He doesn't want to go there.
He would be the guy. There wouldn't be no one else.
Kittle?
He's a tight end.
Yeah, but it's Kittle, man. Kittle's Kittle. Jimmy G's not going to be able to throw to 4 guys.
The 49ers have already been to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G.
Yeah, when he was good. He's not the same guy he was 3 years ago.
Yeah, he is. He got hurt.
I don't think he's that good, man.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to be some team that swoops him out of nowhere. Like the Broncos.
Take your best guess for like an outside chance.
Outside chance. Eagles.
Chargers for me.
I think the Eagles could swoop in. I heard something about the Eagles.
Yeah, I could see that.
They're so dang young at wide receiver, man. They'd be Alabama Junior.
Yeah.
A Heisman Trophy one way, Julio Jones one way, and Jalen Hurts the other.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Saban would probably roll over in his grave.
Yeah, probably.
He'd probably become an Eagles fan.
Did you have another bold prediction?
Oh, yeah. Younghoe Koo bombs the longest field goal in NFL history at home.
How far?
70.
Hey, man, if anyone can do it, it's him.
But then they investigate and they find out that the Atlanta Falcons stadium had fans blowing really hard to make the ball go further.
And they found out he had a robotic leg.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. But I have one more.
Okay, keep them going.
This one's not really football related. Their opening home game, they do a ceremony where they release a whole bunch of falcons. Like with trainers, like I'm talking 20, 30 falcons. But the falcons just fly away and never come back to their owner, so they live in the dome. And every now and again, they'll intercept a ball or a punt and just fly away with the ball. And it'll be like a signature of playing in the Falcons arena.
Wow, yeah, that would be pretty cool.
They
each have like different names. There was Dalton.
But the weird thing is, it's always for the other team. They pick it. Like if it's a touchdown pass, they'll come out.
You can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, and can't call nothing.
You just shoot the thing out of the sky.
Yeah, that's what the other teams would do. They'd have a designated falcon shooter.
Yeah, John Gruden would come out with like a 38.
50 cal.
I got a couple bolds out here. One bold, this team finished second in the NFC South, make it to the NFC Championship. My next one is Calvin Ridley is a first-team All-Pro receiver. With Julio Jones absent, Calvin Ridley's going to soak up the targets and be a stud. And my last one, Kyle Pitts has the greatest tight end rookie season of all time.
Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer, book it down.
Yeah, write it down.
What is the percentage chance that Kyle Pitts is a Hall of Famer in your eyes?
Right now?
Yeah.
Like 15.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, I mean, the talent's there. You just got to prove it.
Mine's 99.
Yeah, I know. You're obsessed with him being in the Hall of Fame. I don't know why.
Well, he's a great player.
Yeah, why can't you just settle for that? I mean, he's got a whole career to play.
Well, yeah, I'll prove everyone wrong. I'm probably the only one on this bandwagon.
No, everyone's on that Kyle Pitts.
Everyone's in his
juice.
pits?
Yeah.
All right. What do you say we jargon on?
No, I'm down.
Let's get on with this jaunt.
Yeah, let's jaunt it.
All right, let's go to the Carolina Panthers. Meow. Mine was, I don't know. Those were like kittens. Kind of cute. So at quarterback, we got Sam Darnold, P.J. Walker, running back Christian McCaffrey, Chuba Hubbard, wide receiver Robbie Anderson, Terrace Marshall Jr., DJ Moore, David Moore, free agent signing, tight end Dan Arnold, Ian Thomas, name a few little offensive linemen. They got Matt Paredes, Taylor Moton, Cameron Irving. And on the defensive end, they have Hassan Reddick, Derek Brown, Brian Burns, linebacking core of Shaq Thompson, Denzel Perriman, cornerbacks Dante Jackson, J.C. Horn, the rookie, first-round pick, and a solid safety in Jeremy Chen. Oh, they have A.J. Boye?
Yeah.
Booyah! Wow, Carolina looks a little different this year, buddy. We got a redheaded stepsister on there.
Yeah, man, a little different. They're moving some pieces around. They're not scared to flaunt. First things first, the big address. Sam Darnold. Young man's got to hit the reset button, man.
You got to stop seeing ghosts.
Still a young man. Just hit the reset, start fresh, start from scratch. You got Joe Brady, you got Matt Rule there for you. They're trying to build you up something nice, something the Jets didn't do for you. They spent a lot of capital on you, man. Just go out, play your game. This is really going to tell, who Sam Darnold really is, who he could be. But, this guy was a third overall pick. A lot of expectations. He just couldn't hit. So, let's see if he can salvage his NFL career here in Carolina. What do you think about Darnold here in Carolina?
Sam Darnold. Like you said, he's got a pretty mean track record, third overall pick. Sees ghosts. I think he's a part-time paranormal investigator. That's the only people I know that see ghosts. But anyway, onto the football side. It's a clean slate. He's got weapons. He's got a young coach. He's got Christian McCaffrey to lean on. He's got a lot of things he didn't have at the Jets at his disposal. So if anything, he's built to succeed, and we'll know if he's, good or not. Real quick. We'll understand, maybe, he is a bust, or, this guy's got talent, man. You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
Yeah, man. He's reunited with Robbie Anderson.
Oh my! I never put two and two together, man.
Yeah.
That was a match made in heaven in the Jets, man.
Yeah,
he made Robbie, and Robbie made him.
Absolutely, man. They established that chemistry, and they had great seasons. But they're back together.
Dang!
Couldn't be separated for long. So watch out for that duo, man.
I completely forgot about it. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, I won't leave you in the dust.
Thanks, Dustbusters. But yeah, this team is just interesting and young. I mean, I like, DJ Moore, A sneaky good signing was David Moore.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's a solid player, man.
Yeah, I agree. I like that.
Yeah, he's a solid player. They got Dan Arnold. I like Ian Thomas, though.
Yes, there you go. You're on a roll right now.
Yeah, I like Ian Thomas. I think he's got the higher ceiling.
They drafted Tommy Trimble, though, out of Notre Dame, tight end. He's probably their best tight end.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like his name.
In the long run, but Dan Arnold's the guy.
But the most interesting part for me is this defense.
Wait, I want to stay on the offense.
Let's go.
Who's the number one on this team?
Wide receiver?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what's weird? People think Robbie Anderson's number one, but to me, that's abysmal. That's abomination. It's DJ Moore, man. Yeah, I know why you want to stay on the offense, brother.
Yeah, I got some things to say for a minute.
What is Terrace Marshall's role in this offense?
He's going to play slot.
Slot?
Yep.
The big boy?
Actually, you know what they should do?
Huh.
Put little DJ Moore in the slot, man.
Yeah, I mean, that makes more sense to me.
I just noticed that. That's what they're going to be doing. Robbie's going to be playing that X field stretcher like he did in the Jets. Terrace Marshall, I think he's a little bigger than DJ. I think he plays.
He's a lot bigger.
No, he's not. But he'll play Terrace outside, and then DJ Moore will fit right into that slot. Watch out for that, man. That'll be huge for DJ Moore and Sam Darnold. Put your best receiver in the slot. I like that a lot. But for Terrace Marshall, I'm going to be honest. I think he's a better receiver than Robbie Anderson right now. In terms of just being like a reliable target, some guy you can kind of throw at. He can make plays. He's more of a possession guy. So I think at some point in this year, I wouldn't be surprised if Terrace Marshall takes over Robbie Anderson as the number 2 weapon in his offense.
I agree with that notion 110%. I think we know what Robbie's a limited guy. He's a north and south field stretcher. But I like Terrace Marshall. I think he can run basically all levels, short, intermediate, long. He's like you said, possession receiver. And he's a young gun, fast, good hands. I think you hit the nail on the head with that one, man. He takes over, man.
Yeah. I like it. And then one more for offense, Chuba Hubbard. I don't want to pass him over.
Hubba.
The reason is I've already seen some clips. He looks real good. I think he's a guy that kind of fell in the draft, but I think at one point in his career at Oklahoma State, he was known as like one of the better running back prospects. I think he opted out. He had some injury concerns, so he slipped down the board, but as a player that's healthy and he's playing, he's a good player. I think that's huge for Carolina. Last year they were fortunate to have Mike Davis as a backup. He played great. He's outstanding. But in years past, with McCaffrey going down, they had like Reggie Bonifant, like Rod Smith, like different guys coming in who couldn't really handle the load. But with McCaffrey and his injury history and his big contract, you need that second option behind him that can relieve him of all those touches, all those plays that he's been getting in the past. And I think Chuba Hubbard's an excellent complementary back to McCaffrey because I think they're similar in the sense of their style's the same. They can run it. You can get him involved in the passing game. And I think that's a great get for them as a strong backup to replace Mike Davis. And just someone who can take over for McCaffrey when he needs a break, when you try to avoid your star player getting injured again.
Yeah, I like Chuba. He opted out last year?
Yeah.
So he didn't have like a bad year.
No, yeah, he just like stopped because of COVID, and then I don't know, but he was always a well-known running back in college. I mean,
yeah, he was always like high on the draft boards like before the 2020 season started.
He's sneaky, man. Don't let him get under the radar. He's gonna play. I think he's gonna have a role. I think he's gonna be more involved than we think, to be honest.
You know what Chuba is short for?
Yeah.
What?
Tuberculosis.
Chewbacca. Chewbacca Hubbard is his real birth name.
Chewbacca?
Yeah.
Shoot, that makes me like him even more.
They call him Chuba for short.
I can see, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that's what it says on his birth certificate. Because he came out and he had hair on his face.
I thought he came out with a little chubby.
Yeah, he might have.
You can call him Chuba for nothing.
It's not Chubba.
Maybe it was at one point and then got doctored.
Doctor, give me the news, 'cause I got a bad case of loving poo.
Defensively, this defense looks a lot better on paper. I'm kind of a fan of some of these players as well, man. J.C. Horn, first off. He looks like a stud. I think he's going to be their number one corner from day one. I think he's better than Dante Jackson. I think he's better than A.J. Boye. I think he's going to be very, very good for a long time. I think he's one of those real ones. Dante Jackson, Boye, it's a much better secondary than it was last year. We can't scoff at what they're trying to do here, man. I think they're headed in the right direction with what they're building offensively and defensively. Hassan Reddick is one of their best offseason free agency move. I know they signed him to an extension. He had an outstanding year. Derek Brown is a monster. I think he was the 8th overall pick last year, but you need that big nose tackle, that defensive tackle, helping you stop the run, helping you win in the trenches. Shaq Thompson's good. He's proved himself. He's a prototypical linebacker. He moves around. And then my favorite player on this defense, Brian Burns. Expect a lot out of him. I think he's going to have a great season. I think he's a great player. And it's a good defense, man. It really is. They just got to put it together. They're young. But a lot of potential, a lot of bright spots back there, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. Young, they got some big names in there. Up and comers. Derek Brown's proved himself. Brian Burns turned to a sack specialist. The wily vet Denzel Perryman in there to shore some things. Jeremy Chin, was he like? I know he had a huge couple games last year, but is he not that consistent?
I think he's still young. He's a little raw, but he put together some games, so I think
huge games.
He's promising. I think he could be one of the better guys at free safety.
Yeah, I like Chin.
Me too.
I like Dante. Yeah, I like their corners a lot. Dante Jackson. I didn't know they had A.J. Boye, but that shores up a lot of things there. Yeah, man. I think I wasn't expecting this, to be honest, man. I wasn't expecting to see these names, but it's a pleasant surprise. I'm happy for this young team and Matt Rule. It should be a very interesting year, to say the least.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, would you be shocked if they were like a good team? Like if they were like 10-7? Like, would you be shocked?
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked, but I'd be shocked.
You would be shocked?
Yeah, I'd be.
Like if Darnold plays well, you get McCaffrey back. I wouldn't be shocked.
Is there a difference between shocked and surprised?
No.
Okay, then yeah, I would be shocked or surprised.
Okay. I wouldn't.
I think they're young and they still have a lot. They're gonna have to work some things out, but
they do. But their coaching staff's solid. Joe Brady, Matt Rule, a rising young defense, elite offensive weapon with McCaffrey and DJ Moore and those guys. I don't think you can scoff at this team. Maybe they won't be that good, but I would not be shocked if they were like 10-7. To be honest, their schedule's not scary. There's a lot of winnable games, but if Darnold can play at least good and this defense continues to rise and becomes pretty good, I wouldn't be shocked at all, to be honest.
I would be, but I wouldn't put it past them. Like, I'm not saying it can't happen, but I would be surprised.
Okay. Where do you have them finishing?
Oh, I have them going 6-11.
Oh, wow.
If that tells you anything.
Yeah, okay. Wow, yeah, that's low. Which is fine. I think that's fine. They're still young. A lot of things up in the air. So, yeah, I think that's near their floor. I think their floor is about 6-11. It's definitely possible. So I think that's fine. But I have them going right in the middle, 8-9. You know, like I said, I think it's a team that could potentially go 10-7, or a team that can go 6-12, 6-11. So I'll go right in the middle. I say 8-9. They improve. I think Darnold improves from what we saw in New York. So, yeah, I think they're on the right trajectory, and they got a bright future. And I think this is the start of something nice. I'm going 8-9.
Respect. I also have a question.
Yeet.
Do both Carolinas root for Carolina? Because there's a North and South Carolina.
Yeah, I guess one might root for like Washington.
No, I think they're located in Charlotte or Raleigh.
Oh, it's North?
Yeah, so
maybe
they probably
Atlanta?
root for Georgia, yeah. Or yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a good even split there.
I just thought that was interesting. They should be the North Carolina Panthers.
Well, it's nice for South Carolina because they could
they could split the difference.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I guess if you have one team, I guess they're kind of rivals.
But if you're, I feel like you would root for because it's Carolina. It's not North, so you're like,
I guess it depends how south you are, maybe. Like if you're on the border of Atlanta.
Yeah.
You're probably an Atlanta guy, you know.
Yeah. It's true. Like Charleston, South Carolina is right near. It's like 2 hours or 3 hours away from Georgia.
Yeah.
Or Atlanta.
I'd bet money that it's mainly at Falcons, but I like where your head's there.
Thank you.
But yeah, why is it not North Carolina? Or why is it not a city in Carolina? Like why isn't it like Charleston Panthers?
Or Charlotte.
Raleigh. Charlotte Panthers, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Maybe
I
we're
was thinking about it.
Yeah, maybe we're looking into the future.
I kind of like it, though, man, because you can get a fan base in 2 states.
Oh, true.
Dang, you get more bang for your butts.
Yeah, you get more dock for your deodorant.
Good job.
What's your bolds, man?
I have... the Panthers install like a sandbox, but it's like a litter box, and they put pictures of teams they've beaten in the litter box. Like, let's say they beat like the Bucks, they'll put a picture of the Bucks logo in it to show like they ate them and then pooped them out. But then it's found out that Robbie Anderson has been using the litter box as his own toilet. So
why Robbie Anderson?
Because he doesn't know, man. He just didn't. He thought no one would really figure it out.
Is it a litter box because Panthers are a cat?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. That'd be funny and strange at the same time.
I think they should do it, man.
It'd be like a big deal, like litter box now installed in Carolina.
Yeah.
And then like 3 months later, like, oh, we found out Robbie Anderson's been pooping in there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But I have a bold prediction. Sam Darnold, Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore are all Pro Bowlers.
Holy cow. That's bold. That would be like the best offense in the AFC.
I mean, dude, some people get into the Pro Bowl because of injuries. It's not as hoity-toity as it once was.
No, but I mean, to be a Pro Bowler, you got to have a good year.
Yeah. That's why it's bold, brother.
I like it.
What's your bolds?
I've got 2. Brian Burns leads the NFL in sacks.
Hoy.
Freak. Second one, Carolina's offense is more than just Christian McCaffrey, and they have 3 1,000 yards receivers.
What? Who are they?
Moore, Anderson, and Dan Arnold. And Terrace Marshall. 3 1,000-yard receivers.
That's bold, man.
We're not playing, man.
Yeah, it doesn't look...
I'm not taking this lightly. We're going over the top. Like, couple % chances, man. Not like what I want to happen. Not what I'm expecting to happen. Even though Brian Burns...
I believe the Brian
might
Burns
be a
one is
little
quite
expected,
possible.
Man. That guy's going to be something a little crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's move on. New Orleans.
Oh, the Saints go marching in.
Hey, man, how you turn this thing off, man?
What thing off?
That guy's singing over there, man.
Hey, man, come on. All right, we got the New Orleans Saints down in New Orleans, Louisiana. Quarterback, can't tame us, Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill. Running backs, Alvin Kamara, Latavius Murray. Wide receivers, Michael Thomas, Traquan Smith, Marquez Callaway, Deontay Harris.
Wow.
Tight end, Adam Troutman, Nick Vannett. Their offensive line is pretty solid. Teron Armstead,
Ryan
Ramczyk, Andrus Pete, Cesar Ruiz. They're onto the defense. On that D-line, they got Cameron Jordan. Marcus Davenport, make or break year, baby. Linebacker Demario Davis. They got Zach Bond, Pete Warner. Cornerbacks C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Marshawn Lattimore. Safety Malcolm Jenkins. It's kind of weird looking at the Saints without Drew Brees on there, man. No Drew Brees in the Big Easy.
Yeah, no Drew Brees wiping around there either.
Yeah, what are you looking at? What are you thinking? Who's piquing your interest? Who's making you salty?
I think the easy one offensively is the quarterback.
It's Barry.
I think last year Taysom Hill started over Winston. I think was more of a tryout rather than an indictment to Jameis Winston. I think they wanted to see if Taysom Hill had what he had.
Preach.
They knew Jameis Winston for what he is, man. They have so much tape on Winston from college, from Tampa. They know he's got a big arm. They know he's a questionable decision maker. But they already know what he is, man. They worked out his kinks behind the scenes, worked on him in practice, worked with Sean Payton, worked with Drew Brees to fix some of his things. They're using Jameis as a project guy. They know when they know what he is, they know what he's capable of. But last year, people think it's concerning that Taysom Hill was a starter. I disagree. I think from the get-go, I knew it was more of a tryout to see what they had. And going on to 2021, I think Winston's the starter here. I think it allows more flexibility with Sean Payton because he loves to use Taysom Hill as a gadget guy. I think that's what he was drafted to be. I think that's what he wants to be used in. Not him, but Sean Payton wants to use him in. And it makes him more dynamic when you can have Taysom Hill in special packages, when you can have him at tight end, you can have him at quarterback. He's just more of a gadget guy. And I think Jameis Winston makes more strides this year with ball protection and limiting turnovers because of the weapons he has, Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas. The Saints are known for having short and intermediate routes for Michael Thomas and Alvin, which I think will limit Jameis's turnovers and his ball protection. Tampa Bay was known for trying to push the ball down the field, and the Saints are kind of the complete opposite. So I think Jameis won't have as many turnovers. Short routes to Michael Thomas, easy routes up the seam to Adam Troutman, and Alvin Kamara. He's around the line of scrimmage, but he makes everything happen after the catch. So that'll make it much easier for Jameis. And I'm not worried about this offense. The reason I'm not is because Sean Payton's a genius. Last year, Brees had been regressing. He was really, really bad. He probably shouldn't have started that playoff game. But they were still a really good team all the way around. It's just Brees was lacking. And I think Jameis at this point in his career is a better quarterback than Drew Brees. I like where they're going with this. I'm not as down on the Saints as most people are. I think they could potentially be really good here in the NFC South.
Yeah, you were going so strong when you were talking about Jameis versus Taysom Hill. You lost me at the part where you think Jameis Winston will be better at protecting the ball.
Yep, I do believe it.
And when you said that the Saints have a lot of weapons.
Not a lot, but they have good ones.
They have great weapons in Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas, but outside of that, I'm not seeing much, man. I'm not seeing Traquan Smith's all right, Marquez Callaway, Deontay Harris. But the guy I think we all overlook is little Jordan Humphrey. Big guy out of UT. His first name's Little Jordan. L-I-L, Jordan Humphrey.
Yeah, Little Jordan, man.
This year he's going to change his name to Big Jordan Humphrey because he's going to make some big plays for Jameis, and Jameis is going to fall in love. And but you know, I think Jameis is who he is, man. He turns the ball over. It doesn't matter if they're running intermediate, short passes. He tends to not see linebackers. I think that's just who he is. He had better weapons in the Buccaneers system. So
I disagree.
I disagree with you on that he has weapons and that he limits his turnovers. But I
disagree. I think he definitely limits his turnovers because Sean Payton's a genius. And the fact that he got to sit behind Drew Brees for a year. Drew Brees is that guy who is definitely hands-on. And just watching Drew Brees, you can learn a lot. I'm sure Jameis spent a lot of time watching film, watching the games, figuring out everything, reading the playbook, doing everything he can. He said it himself, man. He said, I worked harder than any quarterback this offseason. You don't say that unless you have been working really hard. I believe in him. I believe that he has been putting in work. He had LASIK surgery. His eyes should be better. And I really like Jameis Winston for the Saints. I think he's going to be much better, much improved.
We're talking about Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Of course
one of
he's gonna
first overall pick.
He's gonna say all the right things, man, but you know, he's not doing all that.
I guarantee you he was putting in more work than he ever had in his career. Guarantee it. I'll put money down.
How? I mean,
I'll text him right now.
I mean, you can say that, but you know,
I'm just saying. I mean, we'll see when he comes. I'm just saying I have more faith in him being better, protecting the ball than in years past.
But besides those points you made, I think you made very, very great points about the Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill argument, and you took the words out of my mouth. But like I said, I look at the wide receiver depth chart and I see Michael Thomas and the rest. It's a big, big drop off.
Well, Marquise Callaway isn't. I mean, I think he's a good player. He was undrafted last year, but he was the best receiver that went undrafted. So I think he has a little something. And Traquan Smith, I think he's not a great player. He's probably like a number 4 receiver on most teams. But
that's what I'm saying.
He's
dude.
not like. I mean, you have Michael Thomas, man. You have Adam Troutman. Adam Troutman, I want to let's move on to Adam Troutman real quick.
All right.
As a rookie last year, Adam Troutman led all tight ends in run blocking. He graded 84.1. And with the Saints, they produce tight ends. That's what they do. Marcus Colston
is gone.
Marcus Colston came out of college as a tight end. He kind of played that role, big slot guy, tight end type. Jimmy Graham made his career in New Orleans. And Jared Cook, revived his career. It was great for them. Next up, Adam Troutman. He's going to be a stud. I don't know 2021, but in the future years, he's a monster. He played at the Senior Bowl. He was the best player on the field, offensively or defensively. He does a lot of things right. He's still a young man. I think he's going to be a great weapon in 2021. I think he's going to start from the get-go, and I think he's going to have a huge impact. Yeah, maybe they do lack outside of Kamara, Thomas, and possibly Troutman, but they have some young guys, some guys with speed that can stretch it, get Michael Thomas and those guys the ball closer to the line, and if these guys, break past the secondary, throw it up to them, let them go get it. I think that's the recipe.
All those tight ends you named, who is the starting quarterback?
Ron Jaworski? No, Drew Brees.
Yeah.
What offense
Drew
was he
Brees
playing
isn't
in?
here.
Who was the head coach?
And the stat you brought up about Adam Troutman was blocking.
Yeah.
It's not a good sign.
Why isn't it? He's a great receiving tight end.
You didn't mention any receiving stats.
No, I'm just saying, as a rookie, that's pretty insane. That shows you're a good tight end.
If you're blocking well?
What do tight ends do when they're not receiving?
Yeah, but you don't talk about Travis Kelce.
Is Travis Kelce a good blocker?
No.
Yes, he's great at it. He's one of the best.
Well, no one talks about it.
You don't play unless you block.
You only talk about a blocking tight end if they can't catch. That's all I'm saying.
That's not true. If you can
That was not a good stat to bring up.
Listen, the best tight ends in the NFL can block and receive. That's what I'm trying to say. He's no slouch. And for you to be the best run blocker in the NFL as a rookie, and what he can do in the open field, what he can do receiving, He's going to be a good, great player. And I'm just telling y'all this right now before he has something special. So you understand. Hey, Luke said this guy was special. You're welcome.
Is Darren Waller a good blocker? Not really.
No. Not great. I mean, he's a good receiving. I'm saying this isn't fantasy football.
No, I'm saying he's not a good pass-catching tight
Yeah,
end.
no, he's great at it.
How do you know? What's his stats?
Go watch his Senior Bowl. Go look at his college tape, man. He's nasty.
What about in the NFL?
He was a rookie. He played behind Jared Cook. Jared Cook's solidified. This is
If he was a stud, he would have
This is
taken
Adam
over.
Troutman's year. He's a third-round pick, man. He's stepping up this year. And he's going to be really good. I'm telling you this right now. You're going to be eating your words.
Well, he's going to put up numbers as Jameis Winston.
No, let's make excuses for him now. Oh, he's not only a blocker. Oh, he's got Jameis Winston.
He's nothing special.
Watch out. I'm telling you. I'm going to die on this hill because he is that good of a player. You don't think you're familiar with Adam Troutman. I think that's why you're questioning. But I'm telling you.
I want to be familiar, but you gave me a blocking stat, so now I know he's not a good receiving tight end.
No, that doesn't mean anything. Travis Kelce grades one of the best blocking tight ends in the league. Look at him. He's the best.
Yeah, but he has numbers.
You don't think George Kittle's a good blocker? Of course he is. That's why he's on the field every play, man. Come on,
yeah,
man. That's a weak thing to say.
They have receiving stats to back it up.
Watch. If you don't believe it, then watch.
I mean, he's the only tight end he can throw.
Oh, he's the only guy they have now, man. They got Jameis Winston. Yeah, he's gonna be good because of that. No, he's great. He's gonna be a great tight end. Go watch his stat. Go learn more about him before you comment on him, man. Come on with that.
I didn't know you liked him so much.
He's a freak. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm going to die on this hill.
What's his first name? Adam Troutman stinks.
You're going to eat your words.
He's not good.
All right, we'll find out then.
If he's good, more props to him.
No, it's going to be on you if he's good, man.
I hope he hears this and he has a great year. Out of all the tight ends, this is the one you defend the most.
Yep.
That's very strange.
He's the next up. He's the next one, man.
What do you mean? Who's his comparison?
I don't know. He's going to be really good.
I think he'll be the next Virgil Green.
All right. We'll see.
Thank you.
Defensively, is this still one of the best defenses in the league?
Yeah, it looks like it, man. It looks like that not much has changed. They lost that one linebacker, but other than that, it looks like they brought everyone back. So, yeah, I mean, they had a great defensive line last year. So I think that, they pick up right where they left off.
One of the best run blocking units, man. They can stop everything up the middle. And they'll continue to do that. That's what they do best. I like Paulson Adebo, too, out of Stanford on the outside. He's a good pick. Marcus Williams, Malcolm Jenkins in the secondary back there. You still got your lockdown in Marshawn Lattimore. Yeah, I mean, their front seven's one of the best. What can we expect from Alvin Kamara with no Drew Brees?
I think Alvin Kamara is fine. I think it doesn't really... I mean, Tyson... The only person that can really hamper Alvin's ceiling is Taysom Hill because he's bad at quarterback and runs instead of drops it off. But I think Jameis, if he really is studying the playbook and really, a lot of this offense revolves around Alvin, so I don't see a scenario where he kind of, falls off the face of the earth. I think he's got a big role. I mean, it's Alvin Kamara. It's AK, man.
Yeah, you think with Breeze leaving and Jameis stepping in at quarterback, you think that leads to more carries for Kamara, or do you think they're going to use Latavius Murray a lot more?
I think it's going to be similar as like last year. Latavius got a good run, man. And he did really good things with those runs, those carries.
I love Latavius Murray for some reason.
I don't like him because he takes away from Alvin Kamara.
I think he's a great complimentary.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying that because fantasy, but in real life, man, yeah, that's a 1-2 punch, man.
Yeah, this ain't fantasy, man. This is real life stuff.
I like real life sometimes.
Yeah, this ain't fantasy land.
Hey,
man.
This isn't Dream World, dude. We can't always talk about Troutman for
This
hours.
isn't DreamWorks, man. This is Latavius and Alvin running it back.
Hey, man, this isn't Paramount Pictures, man. This isn't a movie, man. We can't have Troutman and eat it, too.
Come on, man. Troutman is the guy. You're sleeping.
I don't want to talk about him anymore, dude.
You brought it up. I don't care what you say.
He's relevant, dude.
Watch.
He's relevant.
Watch.
I'm saying
watch.
I'm saying he's relevant. I'm not saying he's irrelevant.
Yeah, watch out. I'm telling you. I'm saying this right now to watch. Keep an eye on him.
Can I change my mind?
Whenever you watch the Saints, just watch Adam Troutman.
Can I change my mind about him?
No.
I just watched his highlights.
No, you can't.
He had one catch for 7 yards, and it was the best 7 yards I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, you're too late, man. You already said what you said, and you can't go back on it.
That guy
so if he doesn't perform, then yeah, you won. But
that guy blocks like Tyron Smith.
It ain't gonna work, man. As a real life player, Adam Troutman is extremely good, and you're gonna find out.
I can't get on your good side anymore. I can't get on the bandwagon.
No, you lost already.
All right, see you guys. I'll stick with my real tight ends, boy. I'll take your Adam Troutman and raise you Noah Fart.
All right, you ready? What's your record for the Saints?
8-9.
Why do you think they regress so much?
Drew Brees is a hard man to replace. And like I said before, Jameis is still Jameis. He doesn't take care of the ball. I think, turnovers are huge in NFL. And Jameis, didn't he throw like 30 picks one year?
Yeah, truth.
So, I'm thinking like 15 plus. He fumbles the ball. I don't see a lot of weapons on this team. Their defense will be solid. They'll win them a lot of games. But really, if Jameis is, like you said, he's like you're in the lab and reading his playbook and really working hard. I mean, they could be 10-7, but I don't really see it that way. So that's why I have them going 8-9.
Fair. Yeah, it's definitely in the realm of possibilities, man. Yeah, I have them going 10-7.
Holy Starks.
Yep. I don't have a concern. I'm not as worried. I'm a believer in Sean Payton. I'm a believer in this offense and this defense. They went 12-4 last year, and I don't think Drew Brees is that much better than Jameis Winston is at this point. So I could see them dropping off 2 games, going 10-7. But, overall, as a whole team, this is an extremely good team still. So 10-7 for me, man. What's your bold?
My bold prediction is that Tim Tebow gets cut by the Jaguars and signed by the Saints to be their mascot.
I see where that one is.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow, Saints.
And then this one will get your glasses fogged up.
All right.
Jameis Winston wins MVP.
What? That's bold, man. I'll tell you something.
Hey,
I was not expecting
I know
that.
I said a lot of mean things to you, Jameis, but really, dude, I have a soft spot in my heart for you, and I want you to do well. And, I'm always rooting for famous Jameis, can't tame us Jameis Winston, Winston Dimston, lemon. I'm always rooting for you, man. So if you ever, want to reach out and just talk or, maybe hang out, get some crab legs or something, man, I'm always here and open for, whatever, man. And I'm, hoping for the best, man.
Yeah, that's bold, but I love the kind words to Jameis, man. That was very heartfelt.
Yeah, I really mean them, too.
I'm tearing up thinking on it.
Yeah.
My bold prediction goes back to the one and only Adam Troutman. Adam Troutman's...
Oh, God, here we go again.
Bold prediction, Adam Troutman leads the team in receiving touchdowns and is second on the team in yards behind Michael Thomas.
When will it end?
Yeah, I said it. I said it strong. It's a bold prediction, but don't be shocked if it happens.
Dude, this isn't Pixar, bro. This is real life.
Hey, man, speak it into existence. I believe in him.
Man, if Troutman, I'm really going to have to, if he does do good, I will come on the air and do an apology.
No, that's unacceptable.
I'll double down then. I'll say, dude, sophomore stinks.
Yeah. That's where you're going to be at. Guaranteed.
Now.
But every podcast we do, I'm bringing it up.
Please don't.
Hey, let's bring up Adam Troutman's stat line for
We're going to lose viewers. No one cares about Adam Troutman.
Hey, no, people like that.
Where's he from? Canada?
He played at Dayton.
Oh, yeah, he's one of them boys.
Yeah, he's a freak. Let me tell you something, boys. Let's go ahead and move on, though. Let's hit the jackpot on this.
What's that?
Let's hit the jackpot on this, man. Let's move on.
All right, what's the jackpot, man? Looks like we're going to Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay's Bowden.
We're back in Florida, man. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'll tell you.
I mean, these guys, Super Bowl champions, Tom Brady's first year. They got Bruce Arians. Let's just run through this roster. Tom Brady at quarterback. Running backs, Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones Jr. They got Giovanni Bernard now. Wide receivers, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, Scotty Miller, Tyler Johnson, Jalen Darden. Tight end, Rob Gronkowski, O.J. Howard, Cameron Brate. Their offensive line is very solid. Donovan Smith, Tristan Wirfs, Ryan Jensen. Defensive line, Sue, Vea, William Goldson, linebacker. They got Devin White, Levante David, Shaquille Barrett. Cornerbacks, Carlton Dave. Safeties, Antoine Winfield Jr. Looks like it's the exact same team. I just gave birth.
Yeah, I can smell that.
No, this team actually just made me go into labor.
Yeah, it gives me nightmares. But this team, man, they brought back all their key starters, looking to run it back. But their hunger for a title might die out a bit, man. I'm telling you. You get that little hangover, that taste of that victory. You're just trying to chase it, but you just can't seem to get back to it, man. I mean, they won this Super Bowl because of their defense. Their defense gives me nightmares. Their pass rush is stout. Their run defense is stout. And Shaq Barrett is an extremely good player.
Yeah, they brought everyone back. They might even be better this year.
How so?
Chemistry is being built. Leonard will be there in the offseason. Antonio Brown will be there in the offseason. They love each other even more now. They'll have better team camaraderie. I mean, think about it. People took pay cuts to come back. Every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
They love each other, man. They love Tom Brady. But it's too good to be true. This is too good to be true. This isn't Pixar. This isn't Disney. There's no such thing as a Cinderella ending. Because Tom Brady cannot regress and they repeat. Let's look at his numbers. He put up 4,600 yards, 40 touchdowns, and 12 picks. The 4,600 was third in the NFL. The 40 touchdowns was second in the NFL. And the 12 interceptions was 28th in the NFL. Those are great numbers. And how old is he? 40-something? 40,
Yeah.
42, 43?
Mm-hmm.
He has to put up, mirror these numbers or get around the same amount for them to repeat, in my opinion. I don't think he can regress. And I like how you mentioned the hangover because, maybe they don't want it as much, man. Maybe they got the taste and they kind of, hey, we got the Super Bowl. But yeah, they could be better, man. But like I said, a lot of it's on Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean, the ageless Tom Brady. If he can continue to defy Father Time, man, I mean, there's not much reason down the Bucs. I think this team is just loaded with talent. Absolutely loaded with talent, offensively, defensively. And like you said, man, getting a full training camp offseason with Antonio, Leonard, some of these guys just getting fully acclimated, ready to go. I do think Tom Brady, he needs to get healthy. I know he had that serious knee surgery, which could be actually an issue. But if this defense can stay healthy and stay what they got, they're making another run at it. I just think the defense alone is just disgusting. And with Tom Brady and his weapons, it's hard for him to not perform. So it's hard to say anything bad about this team, really. You really can't. No weaknesses at all. Even got a good head coach in Bruce Arians. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I got on there.
I like how you said Tom Brady was genderless.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever wore a wig either.
Why did you say he was genderless?
Because I've seen him kiss boys and I've seen him kiss animals as well.
That's interesting. I never thought of it. Maybe that's why he's so dang good. And Father Time can't put his finger on him because he doesn't know where he should put it.
That's very interesting. I like where you're going with that.
The genderless wonder, Tom Brady. Oh, I think you said ageless.
Is he boy wonder or girl wonder?
Did you say ageless?
No, I said I don't think he's got a wink on his pants.
So he's a woman.
But at the same time, he does have some masculinity.
Maybe he's just an extraterrestrial.
Maybe he's bilingual.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point, man. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't put it past him.
I'm gonna be honest. Tom Brady's into witchcraft, or his wife's a witch or something.
She's a Wiccan for sure.
Yeah, we'll just put that out there. Yeah, he's into black magic. He's creating spells on his team and on other teams. And don't be shocked if he's playing until he's 98.
What is the % chance that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers repeat?
What's the percent?
Yeah,
Extremely high.
like a number.
I don't know how to generate that.
Generate it now.
What, like 60?
60, that's high. That's very...
I don't know. I think they could. I mean, they have the best chance of anyone, so.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, dude, they just ran through, like, everyone and destroyed the other best team and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And, like, I don't know. If they meet the Chiefs again, I mean, I think it could be a lot closer, but I think overall they're more talented.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, barring injuries and Tom Brady, like, this is the best team, so it's hard to say anything else about them. I got a question. Is Devin White the best linebacker in the NFL?
Yes.
I don't think he's the best linebacker on the team.
You think Levante David is?
Yeah.
Even including their ages and stuff?
No, I think Devin White's going to be better. But right now...
Well, that's how I'm looking at it, man.
Right now, it's David, man. He's an absolute monster.
Devin White's better right now, actually.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't think it's a question.
I think it's a question.
It ain't.
I mean, Devin White had an unreal, like, playoff run.
That's when the best players come out.
But he is really good against the run, not so good against the pass. And Levante David's a freak at everything. So.
Devin White had a few picks.
Yeah, but it's like his passing coverage isn't great. He allowed like 800 yards and like 4 touchdowns all year, which is not.
He's young.
I know, dude. I'm not arguing that he's a bad player.
You better take that back.
I'm just saying I think Levante David's better, but it's crazy that one team can have those two linebackers. Like, that's insane.
I would take one of them.
What do you think about the running back situation?
I think they're both really good running backs, really good.
Both. What about Gio Bernard, man?
I don't want to talk about them.
All right. Sorry, go ahead.
They're both starting running backs in this league, man. But I think Leonard's the better running back, man, overall. I think we saw playoff Lenny. I think we saw Super Bowl Lenny. And he is better than Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones is a good player, though. Don't get me wrong. He's a starting running back, too. But I just think Leonard has what it takes, man.
You think Leonard takes over the lead dog role in 2021?
I know. I did not say that. I think it's the same thing.
Ronald Jones gets the early work?
Hand.
So Ronald Jones gets all the early work and Leonard gets more catches?
Yeah, I think it's... I mean, why would you change something if it ain't broke?
Because you were saying something about Leonard.
I'm just saying how I personally feel about him, dude.
But what do you think happens in 2021?
It's the same concept, man. In and out. Leonard's the pass catcher. If Ronald has trouble fumbling, and Leonard has a short fuse. So they are kind of basket cases, but at least you have two of them, so if one of them acts up, the other one can go in.
Yeah, I think Gio Bernard's going to play a little bit.
Leonard Fournette had a bald head in high school.
That's not a problem.
That's how I know that he's a real hard running back. Once you just commit to shaving your head every day in high school, you're a lazy high school kid, and you decide to just shave it, and you just keep it that way. I love that. I love that persistence, the responsibility, and the time it took for him to do that, and he just did it, and he rocks it, man.
Yeah, I like Leonard Fournette a lot. I mean, I like him more than Ronald Jones on a personal note. But as a runner last year, Ronald Jones was a better runner. I think he's deserving to probably start. I think he's deserving to keep the role that he had last year. But I do like Leonard Fournette, man. Sprinkle him in, get him in goal lines wherever you need. It's just a great problem to have, having those two backs there.
They both run super hard.
It is true. It is true, man.
Like
sure.
Angry.
Yeah, it's like one of the poops on their head fell on them.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, I guess so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where do you have them finishing record-wise?
12-5.
12-5, so you have them regressing a lot. How come?
Like I said, man, Tom is eventually...
No, they went 11-5, actually. Never mind.
Yeah, come on, relax.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
12-5.
Is there any reason?
They're a good team.
Is that the best record in the NFL?
No, I have someone going 13-4.
Who?
I think the Chiefs.
No, that's true.
Tom has those games where if the defensive line's real good and he gets sea legs and seasick, he looks like poop. And then everyone on ESPN and First Take and stuff is like, Father Time caught up, it's done. And then next week he throws for 404 touchdowns. If you get pressure on, the key is just get some pressure on Tommy Boy, because he gets real giddy with his giddy up step.
Yeah, that's
Short
true.
arms it, throws it long, throws picks, makes mistakes. Man.
Yeah.
That's the key to success against Tom Brady.
Yeah, I have them going 14-3.
Holy matrimonial lowly startings.
Yeah, too good of a team, and they have the easiest schedule in the NFL, thanks to Roger Goodell. Thank you, bum. Why give the Buccaneers an easy schedule? Oh, black magic. Thank you again. 14-3 is the record. I think their floor is like 13-4. Potentially could go undefeated. I almost had them going actually 16-1. But
you have them going 14-3?
Yeah, sure do. It's too good of a team. They're not going to lose no game. They're not going to lose to any of the Jets. They're not going to lose to any of those stink teams. The only teams that could beat them, potentially, maybe the Saints slide one out. And they play like the easiest conferences are in the easiest divisions in football. So, NFC East, not known for being great. That first game with the Cowboys might be a little something sneak, though.
That'll be a good one.
It's going to be what a great way to start the season, man. I'm going to be dialed in like I'm throwing the football with my projector screens.
Yeah, the birds are chirping, the sun's out, man. I think it's like a 3:30 game. I'll be sitting back with my onesies and just, drinking some Topo Chico and just living life, man. Just kind of, letting it all hang out.
Yeah, I'll be letting it loose.
Thank you.
What's your bold prediction?
Tom Brady, they make the Super Bowl. Tom Brady is in another Super Bowl, but Giselle is pregnant, and her due date is the Super Bowl, the day the Super Bowl is going to be played. And it turns out that she's going into labor Super Bowl night, and Tom makes a decision, being such a great dad, that he has to be there for his children's birth, being such a great father figure. So he misses the Super Bowl for the birth of his child, and they lose, but it doesn't affect his legacy at all. If anything, it boosts it.
Why? Because he's such a good man?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way in the world Tom's missing no Super Bowl, man.
You don't know, man.
That's bold, man. Hey.
He's got a big heart, man. He's a great dad.
Yeah, he's got big poop in his head.
I guess so. I'm not sure.
That would be a questionable decision, but it's bold and I respect it.
Yeah, and then my real one is that the Bucs have 3 with 1,000-yard wide receivers.
Who are they?
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Jalen Darden.
Nice. I like Jalen Darden, man. He's awesome.
No, Antonio Brown.
All right. My bold prediction is Julian Edelman signs with Tampa midseason after Antonio Brown allegations come out that he poops on his kids as punishment.
Oh, it's bold, man. That's real bold.
So Antonio gets kicked out. Julian Edelman comes in to replace him. My next one is Tom Brady retires after the year. Final season, he walks out with the deuces up.
Is he
with his pants to his ankles. And that's it. That's the last of Tom Brady after this year,
Does
man.
he walk out a Super Bowl champion?
Yep.
So they win the Super Bowl.
He wins the Super Bowl, and on his post-game speech, he announces that he's retiring.
Is he crying?
And then he starts making out with one of his
teammates. Bill Belichick. He was walking over to his wife, and then Bill Belichick up and steals the kiss.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, actually, Bill Belichick, Rob Gronkowski, and Tom Brady are all kissing at the same time.
That would be a heartwarming moment.
And then that's the last we see of all three of them. We never hear from them ever again after that.
That's not going to happen.
They leave on that note.
You'll hear from Tom Brady again.
Yeah, I know.
And Bill Belichick's going to work on the NFL Network. Dude, he's a stud.
What do you think Tom Brady's going to do post-retirement?
I'm not. Start a religion? TB12?
Do you think he'll be like an analyst or a coach, or you just think he's just going to like live his own life?
I think he'll be done with football, man.
You don't think he's going to do anything? Like Peyton Manning?
He might, actually. He seems like the Peyton Manning type.
To where he's just chilling and doing commercials and making a whole bunch of money.
Peyton Manning has his own ESPN Plus show. Peyton's Corner? Peyton's Place or something?
Yeah. But Peyton's way cooler than Tom Brady, though.
Peyton's like a class act, like an all the way around funny. Like
yeah,
he's great at talking.
The SNL skit was funny that he did.
He's a good actor. Like, and Eli's starting to come around. He's funny too, his tweets and stuff. They're just a good family, man. That's like an all-American family. And
then you got the young one in high school who's like the next Trevor Lawrence.
He's the number one overall prospect, I think.
Yeah, he's a freak, and he's fast, too.
Come to U of H.
Go to Boston College.
I hope he goes to, like, Georgia. Georgia needs to win a national championship soon.
No, they're not.
The Bulldogs need a national championship.
They're not winning anything with Kirby Smart. I'm sorry to tell you that.
What's your favorite college team?
Buffalo.
U of H?
Buffalo. I don't have a favorite college team. I like watching good college football.
Do you like watching grass grow?
Actually, I don't even like watching good college football. Like, I'll watch stink teams and still enjoy it. I just like the atmosphere. And I like watching players because, like, even some stink team have, like, really good players. Like Jarrett Patterson for Buffalo. Like, yeah, he's not great in the NFL, but in college, man, he had, like, that 4-touchdown, 400-yard game. Like, that's fun to watch. I think it's cool.
I don't really like watching the Big Ten.
Yeah, that's my least favorite one to watch. Like, I secretly love the Pac-12 more than the SEC.
That's false.
That's not false.
I like watching ACC's kind of lame too. I like Big 12 because there's no defense.
I don't like Big 12 as much. Like, I don't like watching UT and like Oklahoma. Like, I think that's gross.
I guarantee you will in the next few years with Sarkisian.
I don't care that much.
He's getting recruits left and right, transfers, dude. We're gonna be balling.
I don't know. For some reason, I like the Pac-12.
Sarkisian knows how to pay under the table and not get caught. That's the key to success in college football. All right, that was another episode of Forget What You Heard. You guys have a beautiful week. Stay safe, stay beautiful. Peace, love, and happiness. See ya.